B2B Cambodia, the portal for business use in Cambodia.
We are with Mr. Sandeep, the President of Indian Chamber of Commerce in Cambodia. Thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure.
We're at the Pinnacle, the Business Excellence Award, which is the first time here in Cambodia. At the day 3, today is the last day.
That's right.
How did you come to organize this event?
Good question. See, a year back, almost a year back, the then former Cambodian ambassador to India, he called me. We know each other for a very long time, and he told me, Mr. Sandeep, that I have a friend whom I have met. He's in Bangalore. His name is Mr. Karthik Dalal, and he wants to do cooperation between Cambodia and India, and he wants to help him to be the Honorary Consulate of Cambodia based in India, and to look after, be in charge of 7 states in India. 7 states in India is like a country by itself. Then the job comes that he doesn't know about Cambodia. Okay, he has been given that position, but he needs somebody to help him out with his dreams. And that's how Ambassador Aung San, Excellency Ambassador Aung San, told him that you meet Mr. Sandeep. This whole idea came up that we should bring in the business delegation from India. Not only from the 7 states initially, we'll bring it from entire pan-India. It was probably in July that he made his first visit. And that's when I took him to meet all the ministers. The only date that I could suggest them was April 1st week. The second week of April, as you know, the coming New Year starts. Yeah. People will be busy. May, you have the SEA Games, May and June. July, you have the election. So this was the only pocket that I had. We also wanted to recognize the Cambodian business people who have done so much for their country. And many of them are doing business in India too. But we don't want that it becomes a one-sided business that Indians come. So of course, the percentage would be more from India investment here. I understand that. So we also want Cambodia to be supportive of the growth both ways. So that was one reason for bringing this entire delegation to Cambodia, so that they can have a B2B meetings, they can discuss on the segment that promises them to think of investment. And I am happy to see that over these last 2 days, evenings, the ministers, Secretary of States who have attended the event got a chance to interact with our investors. Whatever little time space that we had, they were happy to even delay their dinner, talk to the investors, and you will be very surprised to hear, and I'm very happy to tell this, that next day morning, many of them got appointment in just a notice of 5 minutes after the meeting, that please come and visit us in our ministries. Our officials will be happy to meet you.
It's been 3 days, and I noticed that a lot of businessmen have been interacting. As you mentioned, they were able to interact with even official governments. And I think the business opportunities, there's a lot here, and there's a lot in India as well. Where do you think is the opportunity lies between these 2 countries?
If you want to talk in general, there is a wide spectrum of businesses that has been happening for the last 26-30 years that I am here in this region in Southeast Asia. Pharmaceuticals has been there for the last 30 years. We were the pioneers to bring it here. Animal feed was one which was in great demand. Then in the region, we had Tata Steels, which invested $5 billion in some 7-8 years back. With that investment, we became the 2nd largest FDI in Vietnam. And I used to take, in last 10 years, 12 years that I am heading the InCham, Indian Chamber, we used to take the delegations from here to India. You heard Madam Dathalini say, and so shoot the photos. We have taken Cambodian Travel Agency President, we have taken the Women Association President, Mr. Supagna, who spoke. He has gone with us to India for the youth entrepreneurs. We have the fast-mag people going, SME sectors, pharmaceutical sectors, everybody that we could do. I mean, it was Government of India's initiative, but handled by InCham and Embassy. And that gave them an opening that India is such a big country with so many opportunities. So that interest started coming in.
As you said, there's associations, direct members, and even associations back in India. So, which means InCham becomes like a bridge between India and Cambodian associations and businesses.
Of course it does, like all other associations are doing with their countries.
So I guess that would be one of the biggest benefits that InCham provides to its members, right?
Yes, we do. And as I said, the delegations movement, and we also have delegation we have brought in last 12 years. We brought the biggest association, like you have Cambodian Chamber of Commerce, we have CII, we have FICCI, we have ASSOCHAM, we have ICC Kolkata, we have regional chambers, all have visited us with their delegations. We have taken Kokpik Island as our 80, 90 different segment of business people have put up their stalls. When you have one province, one product exhibition in the month of November, so India has participated many number of times in that.
I know it was difficult to organize, there were setbacks, but now it's done. It's the third day, it's the last day of the event. How happy are you with how the event went?
Learning, improvement is an ongoing process. If we become satisfied that we have done the best, we will be wrong. So we take this as a learning process. Wherever we probably have made mistakes, we will improve. Wherever we feel that if you personally ask me, I would have been happy if we had the hall full from India. I mean, the numbers would have been bigger, the segment of business could have been bigger. But this is a beginning, you have to start somewhere. When this news goes back to India, will be a successful first event, I'm sure there would be many more who would come and be interested to participate in the next event that we organize.
So we wish you all the best so it becomes more successful each time.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay.